Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen it already, go back, see my last video, which was my Europe trip. But on this one, I want to share with you the equipment that I use. And then on future episodes, I'll share my up and coming bodybuilding show that I'm prepping for, which I'm currently 8 weeks away from. So I better pull a finger out and get some videos out there to show you guys how I'm eating, how I'm training, and how I'm going about everything here. I've just also launched my own clothing brand, Natural Army. Beanies have been released now. I'll chuck a link below so you can check the website out. Go shop my clothing and look after the other natural athletes out there. But for now, I want to chat with you guys about my equipment. So we've got the MacBook Pro. It's okay. It's okay. Probably not worth the $3,600 I paid for it. It's just not as fast as the hype is. It's got the Intel Core 9. I would have preferred to go with the Intel Core 7, being that it's the same body type laptop. So having a bigger processor causes the laptop to overheat more because it's in the exact same size container as the Intel Core 7. So if you're looking at the new MacBook Pro, get the Intel Core 7. It does render speed faster on the videos. But it's not that much faster if you go the 9. Make sure your other specs are, before you buy, that you've got the 512 gigabytes of memory as well. You've got the better graphics card, which I didn't get. It was the only one available in Victoria. So I grabbed it. Battery life, a little bit hit and miss. It doesn't last as long as I would like. The touch bar is something special, but I'm yet to use it. It just seems more annoying, more of a visual effect than anything. But all in all, I got it because I do a lot of on-the-go editing. So if I didn't have this, I'd have to wait till I got home to use the iMac, which is also just as good. You can do a hell of a lot more with a desktop than you can with a portable laptop. So upgrading RAM, graphic cards, things like that, the desktop will win. So if you're happy to do all of your work from home, go with an iMac. Now this one cost me about $2,700. This one cost me $3,600. Now with this one, I had to buy little extras because they only have the Thunderbolt 3 adapters, the USB ports, sorry. You need to buy a $156 adapter to be able to use other USBs and put your SD cards in. Bit annoying, but it does connect faster and with no issues at all. Like if you've got USB issues before, these are sort of next level. So I reckon they're gonna phase out pretty soon. With the camera, I'm using the Sony a6500 here. Used that for about a year now. That's worth is about $1,200. With a lens, the 16mm lens is $800. So all up, roughly about $2,000. And that's awesome. If you're looking for a video setup, go with the Sony a6500. Best, shoots 120 frames a second, so you get that slow motion. Especially if you're only an amateur starting out like I am, this would be the best camera to go to. And now before I bought this, I had the Canon 70D. This camera was okay. It was passable. So I got 1080 HD videos out of this, but the stabilizer in it made it very hard to edit and even put a stabilizing render over the top of it. It just didn't work that well. So I use that camera now solely just for photography, which I'm slowly falling into. Definitely like doing the photography stuff for my brand. So getting the models out there in the clothing, which looks awesome. A couple of the lenses I have for that is the 50mm portrait lens. Definitely great for that depth of field aperture, the blurry background and the focused object. and the big 1 kilo, it feels pretty heavy, 18 to 35 mil lens. Now that gives you a little bit more variety of zoom, focus, and actually an inbuilt stabilizer. So I thought that would have saved me for videos, but being the weight it is, it was very hard to stabilize it myself. So it kind of contradicts what it is, and I can't use my Xeon Crane Plus with that. Like, the specs say that it does carry that weight, but it's right on the limit. So I would aim for something lighter. The Canon 70D, you go on a certain angle with the Xeon Crane Plus, and it starts shaking because of the stresses on the motors. So I dropped down to the Sony a6500 with the Xeon Crane Plus. Perfect. That itself was $800. So you're looking at a complete setup of about $2,800 for a video and stabilizer stick, if you want to get away from your phone, which is also another great option that saved me a hell of a lot when my camera broke when I was away in Europe. So you would see the last of my trip was actually filmed with my iPhone 8 Plus, but also so hard to stabilize with your hands. So now you can get the stabilizer sticks for your phone. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, get the stabilizer sticks for your phone, and that shoots 4K. Go to your settings, you can change inside the settings what type of video and photo quality that you want to shoot with. Just keep in mind that 4K does drain the battery a lot faster and takes up a lot of memory. So delete your photos and your videos that you don't want or that you've used, just to free up the space, because it takes up a lot of room on your phone. But that's basically it. I use Final Cut Pro 10 to edit my videos, Lightroom and Photoshop, more so Lightroom for photo editing. I also have got a iPad Pro, so this was more utilized for the touch pen, so that I can do designs for my logos, which I'm yet to fully complete or jump into, because I haven't found the best app to use while I was using this. So now I've got the laptop, I can kind of just jump on that and use that for all my editing. If this did help you, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you've got any more questions that you want to know about any of these equipments or photography, a little bit of modeling, put a comment below or hit me up on one of my social media platforms, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. But for now, that's it for my tech review on the equipment that I use. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we're going to jump right into our My Fitness contest prep, and you'll see what I eat, how to set out calories and macros, and we'll dive right into supplementation and nutrition. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.